Grocery prices are surging all across the U.S. Let's discuss. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back, our 34,700 and something subscribers. Our channel continues to grow every day to help try and spread the message of all these surging prices in the grocery stores. Guys, it is getting absolutely ridiculous. Yesterday, we put out a video talking about different food shortages that we have been getting from subscribers from all around the world, and people responded. And I gotta say, it's absolutely crazy by how many different food shortages are going on. But most importantly too, something to add is that what we're getting most comments on is how stuff is just becoming unaffordable. It is getting to the point where people just can't afford to put food on the table. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's a helicopter above me here. Guys, people have chimed in from all around the world here, and I gotta say, it's pretty disturbing. These prices, as we know, every day. And we've been saying that this fall and winter, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. We gotta make sure that we're paying attention, buying up the sales as we see them. You know, we've gotten comments. We got so many comments from Texas on food shortages and prices. Somebody was saying that it was $10 a gallon for store brand orange juice. How crazy is that? That's a bit way too much. And for as much as our prices are in Cincinnati, Ohio, I feel bad for a lot of people who've been chiming in from New York and California, predominantly Los Angeles and San Francisco. A lot of prices have gotten out of hand, which they already have already. You know, I mean, it's already been pretty ridiculous for some of those prices going around. But, you know, meat apparently is getting unaffordable in Texas, as it is in Cincinnati. A lot of these things we can compare. You may pay a little bit more than what we're paying for, but ultimately it comes down to one thing. It's way too much. Nobody can afford it. And again, this is why we always talk about stocking up on some of the sales as we go along. Now, there's always ways that we can do, always things we can do to save money. One, we can shop at cheaper stores. We can shop at Aldi. We can shop at Dollar Tree. You know, I know a lot of people live day to day, week to week, you know, and it's hard to go and buy $400 worth of groceries that last you 2 weeks. We don't spend that kind of money. We save everywhere we can. And I know I talk about Kroger a lot, but you know, Kroger is one that if we buy up the sales, it can be one of the cheapest places to shop. Kroger is the most expensive place to shop at where you can save the most money. And I know that sounds crazy. And to all of our new subscribers, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe down below. We do these videos every day to try and help save you money. I mean, we really do. It's all about saving money and nowadays being able to find it. Being able to find the food that you like and stuff like that. I mean, it's getting really rough. We get so many heartfelt stories. You know, if you feel uncomfortable leaving some of your messages in the comments for privacy's sake, send us an email. We'll never give your name. We'll never talk about different scenarios. We'll only talk about things that we are seeing that are missing in your state. Kentucky keeps popping up. We keep getting a lot of emails from Kentucky. Central and Eastern Kentucky seem to be most of the issue. Now, we've gotten some comments from Northern Kentucky, but Cincinnati is right over the border of Northern Kentucky. So a lot of the items that are either missing in Northern Kentucky are some of the ones that are missing in Cincinnati, like some stuff we've heard. Bread is starting to pop up. Spaghetti, pasta, things like that. We're even getting comments on flour. There's been a few comments kind of floating around, people explaining that we should be stocking up on flour. We probably should. We've went over this about a month ago. We've seen where a lot of stores have really condensed their aisle of flour just knowing that they're not going to get it in. Now, one thing we do like about Kroger is they'll put up the sorry for the inconvenience stickers. That's kind of a measuring stick, or at least a quick notification that they're not getting it in, or they're just going to, I know it says on there that they'll restock it as soon as they get it, but that means that they don't have it. They don't have a back stock of it. So we have to pay attention to a couple of those things and all that stuff. And hello. And, you know, we got to make sure that we're paying attention to all these little things. Sugar Sugar has become another big one. This is another one that as soon as we started seeing that major price increase on sugar, we knew this was going to be an issue. We knew that it was going to be flying off the shelves. Lots of helicopters down here today. A lot of helicopter tours, I guess. It's too much. $500 for a helicopter tour. That's a little too rich for my blood. But we are down here in Florida. We're not stopping the store videos or anything. We've gotten some comments, and that's probably new subscribers. A lot of our longtime viewers know that we're down here to visit family. Jessica has a lot of family down here in Florida, so we're hanging out with them, enjoying ourselves, taking a couple weeks to relax and have some fun, and to just kind of get away from it all. But don't think that I'm getting away from you guys, because I am not by any means. I'm trying to put out at least something every day so that we can kind of keep in touch with things that are going on. I want to keep the comments coming in. I want you guys to talk to each other. Make sure you abbreviate, your city and state, on any of these different things that you talk about. Any food shortages that you see, let us know. If you see something, say something. If you see a significant price increase on something, doesn't matter how little or how big, make sure you let us know down in the comments, because a lot of these things have a domino effect. A lot of them have a trickle effect, to where even something that's affecting the East Coast will eventually affect Central America or the West Coast or Australia or Europe. Any of these things, any of our viewers from all around the world, make sure you let us know what's going on so that we can keep in touch with everything going on. I know I'm sitting outside today. I wanted to do the video out of the room today, get some fresh air. It is hot down here in Orlando, Florida, but I gotta say, it's not as humid as it's been in the past. Usually when we come down here in September, it is so hot you could peel the sweat off your skin. I don't know if it's because we had a really hot summer in Cincinnati, and we're just used to it. But yeah, I'll tell you, I mean, it's nice taking a little bit of a break, but I'm not taking a break from doing videos. I know some people keep saying, take a break, take a couple days off. I may take a day off here or there, but I like to always have something out here, no matter how big the video it is or how small. And it was very important to get this video out here for you guys tonight, because of the response that we got in our last video with all the price surges. I couldn't believe all of the viewers that I haven't seen before. So either you're new or maybe your first time commenting. Texas seems like prices are getting out of hand. Tennessee also. Tennessee was another big one. Like I already mentioned, Kentucky. Arizona keeps coming up. A lot of our longtime viewers from Arizona, thank you for everything that you are posting down in the comments to make sure we are all well aware of what's going on, because if it wasn't for you guys, your neighbors may not know what's going on. You could go to a store and you're out of oranges, right? Or they look terrible, produce looks terrible. It lets all of our neighbors and friends and viewers and subscribers know that you're not alone, that this isn't just your store, this is going around. To me, that kind of puts in my brain that, okay, this is happening a lot here, so when I see it, when I go to another store, I may want to pick up this item so that I have it. Right now, we've been getting more and more comments again on toilet paper. Okay, and I know people were leaving some funny comments about that, but it's funny in a way, but again, it's not, because this is something that we had an issue with a couple years ago, as most or all of you know, and it's something that we kind of have to make sure that we're just keeping an eye on it. We never ever encourage panic buying on this channel, ever. Shop smart. Shop like, have a plan. Have a plan. I know people don't want to have a plan going into the grocery stores and stuff like that, but and I know a lot of people can't go store to store to try and save money, because then you're spending gas, and gas is going up too. Some people are asking what gas prices were down here. They're about the same as they were up in Cincinnati. $3.69 a gallon was what it was in Cincinnati. Found it here for that price. Anybody that knows Orlando, though, so here's a funny thing. There's this gas station on Vineland. So if you live in Florida, you probably know where I'm talking about. It's over by the Orlando Premium Outlet Mall. These guys charge $7.99 a gallon. Now, what's funny is even since me and Jessica have been coming down here over the last decade, the first time I had seen that gas station when gas was like $2 a gallon, this guy was charging $5.99 a gallon. Well, now it's $7.99 a gallon. It's like, I feel like I never see anybody getting gas there. You'd have to be crazy to pay that kind of price. I don't know what's going on with that. If any of you Floridians out there know why this guy's charging so much, maybe because he can, maybe because he's not getting a lot of gas. I don't know, but it is the Shell gas station on Vineland Boulevard, right next to the Orlando Premium Outlets. That is the craziest thing. I almost took a picture of it the other day, and I was like, you know what? No, I don't know. I thought that was pretty crazy, but I hope we never see those kind of prices because that is absolutely insane. At that point, we will all be scraping pennies together and just trying to do what we can for anything. I mean, I don't even know. That's just absolutely crazy. But so I have to keep switching arms here, just sitting on this ledge here outside of our hotel. Beautiful day, sitting in the shade here, so the picture quality might not be all that great, but I've got my microphone on here, so it should sound okay. Might hear some heavy breathing in here. I just went for a pretty long walk, just getting some fresh air, trying to just relax. And I was going through a lot of your guys' comments from our video yesterday, and it really hits my heart, guys. I mean, I know what's going on, you know, but when you start putting the calculations together, when you start adding it all up, I was writing down everybody's states of who was saying what and everything. I was just thinking to myself, like, it's the entire country. It's the entire country. Everybody has chimed in from every state that is out there, except for maybe some of the northern states like Montana, Wyoming. Don't get a lot of comments. Not as big of a population out there, and you might not have as much trouble getting some of these products out there because maybe because there's not as many people out there. So, you know, how y'all doing?
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Everybody's so happy to be here. You know, it's why me and Jessica love coming here, because we're in an area, you know, where people are happy. You know, they're happy to be here. They're happy to get away from problems. Some of the stuff that we do down here it's not cheap, but you know what? Me and Jessica work hard, and this is what we love. This is what Jessica loves, and this is what we do. We make sure we come down here once a year, at least once a year. A lot to spend time with family and stuff like that, but to have a little bit of fun too. We are at Universal Studios Resort at Cabana Bay here. It is a beautiful resort. It's like a beach themed resort. They have a lazy river. It's just absolutely gorgeous. But hey, how you doing?
Hi.
And just so many happy people here. It's good to get away, to get a breather. And I know we've gotten some comments that some of the stuff, I'm going to be putting out some different videos of our stuff going on. Probably mostly like food reviews of some of the stuff we eat and stuff, because people like that. Some of the theme parks and stuff, well, we're trying to enjoy ourselves, so don't plan on doing a lot of theme park videos. Maybe some of the food reviews in some of the theme parks we go to, but you know, guys, it's just something we're just going to have to fight through. You know, and it's like I always say, I know I sound like a broken record, but I just try to embed it in everybody's brains that we have to think now, prepare now, so it'll make the future just that much easier, because it's not over. It's not over. And I know people say in the comments it's just beginning, and I don't really respond to a lot of that stuff, but I agree with you. Unfortunately, I agree with you. After doing this for so long and so many years now, I think it's going to get worse. I think it's going to get worse, and I'm not trying to scare nobody or make anybody panic buy or anything like that. All I'm telling you is to be smart. Be smart. When you shop for, most of you out there probably shop for things every week that are on your normal shopping list. Okay, so when we check some of these ads, you can do this stuff from home. If you have a computer, you can look at some of these ads, see what sales are there. Don't waste your gas. Only go there if you know you're going to save to buy the items that you like. You know, so you're not traveling from store to store to store. And that's another thing too. We hope to plan on, how you doing? We plan on visiting Publix and some of these stores down here in Florida, but we got a lot going on with family and stuff like that. So anything that we do with them, I'll have to be able to fit some of these store reviews. I do plan on doing more of the virtual store reviews, so if I can't get to Publix, I will do a virtual tour and maybe check out some of those sales and some of those things as well. We have been to Publix in the past, and it's a nice store. I compare it a lot to Meijer. I would think that maybe Publix quality is maybe a little better than Meijer, but we've been getting a lot of comments how even Publix produce hasn't been up to par, and you're paying a fortune for it. Kind of like Meijer. Meier's produce hasn't been all that great lately either, and it just keeps going up in price. So, guys, I don't know. Wanted to put this out here today. This is my response video to all you guys who commented yesterday. We had like 250 comments in the first hour of the video, and I was like, wow. And I just couldn't believe the response of all the different food shortages, but not just the food shortages, but different places of how prices have just gotten unaffordable. I mean, it's just, you know, we get a lot of sad stories, guys, and I gotta say, I feel so bad for so many different people out there. It's why it's very important that we all work together on the channel here. This is why this channel was created, so that during these hard times, you know, and we're not able to really visualize things in the stores at this moment, but we can talk about them while we're down here. We can still keep in touch with everybody. This is what's great about this channel, is that we have such a great YouTube family. So if you are new, consider subscribing down below. Not for me, but for everybody, for your neighbors, for your family, everybody that is involved. This is how we are able to get through and to save money as we go along, because from what we've done so far, you know, and me and Jessica, as most of you know, have stocked up on a lot of different things as the prices, you know, have been getting worse and worse. We've made sure that we were ahead of the game a little bit, making sure that we were able to stock up on the things that we love. You know, don't stock up on things that you're never going to eat. That's some people talk about that in the comments sometimes. I thought about that. I was like, you know, that's kind of smart. Don't stock up on a lot of stuff just because it's cheap that you're never going to eat, because then it's going to go to waste anyway. Probably start moseying out here, start heading back. But it's been nice being down here. We love Florida. Florida is awesome. Really nice people down here. I mean, how could you not be? The weather's awesome. And for those of you who are concerned about different weather and hurricanes, we are staying in a sustainable building that is to withstand the strongest of storms. Knock on wood. But guys, just stay prepped, stay strong. Make sure, you know, if you see something, say something, because that's important. And again, if you can, abbreviate your city and state so your neighbors know what's going on. And if you see someone from your state, comment to them. Let's all get in touch with each other. Make sure that we're doing everything we can do to try and help save everybody money, because now is more important than ever. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video today. Have a great night.